One of the requests was for Aveng. We can see the share is nicely oversold and bounced from oversold levels on the Williams percentage R indicator. But once that minus 50 level changes into a support, we can assume that the momentum to the top can continue. There's a beautiful possible morning star formation that the candle is that the graph is working on this weekly graph. What is a morning star formation? It's a 3 candle pattern, a bearish type of candle followed by a doji and then followed up by a bullish type of candle. Now confirmation of this morning star formation will be there above 12 Rand 30. A morning star formation is a positive possible turnaround pattern that highlights that the night is behind us and that we can look forward to a beautiful new day. The strong support on Aveng that needs to remain in place is waiting at 8 Rand 56. Below 8 Rand 56, we can assume that the momentum to the bottom can continue again, but above 12 Rand 30, hopefully the share will attract more buyers to at least take it back to that 40-week moving average, represented by the red line, waiting at 14 Rand 91. Above that 40-week moving average, we can assume that the long-term sentiment towards the share will change to positive. And take note, in the past, since the week of the 7th of November 2022, the share has struggled to change that 40-week moving average into a support. And that is a critical indication that there weren't enough buyers to lift the share price and take it to new highs. Italtile was one that we also received quite a few emails for, and very important, the strong resistance at 13 Rand has now changed into a support. Very important, my minus 50 level on my Williams percentage R has changed into a support. What does that mean? It means the expectation is there that the momentum to the top can escalate. Now, Italtile has been caught within this falling wedge formation for a while now, and that critical level of optimism that will be confirmed is the upper band of the falling wedge, and that is waiting at 13 Rand 17. Above 13.17, the optimism of the falling wedge will be confirmed. And what is the target of a falling wedge? It's the width of the wedge. And I normally take the middle part, right? If you're a little bit more greedy, you can take the tail part of the wedge. The width of the wedge projected upwards from where the upper band will confirm the optimism of the formation, meaning we can go back to around 1692 should the full formation play out. Remember, nothing is a guarantee. It's a possibility that the share can go to. And again, below this lower band, if I project it downwards around 1141, and especially below that strong support waiting at 1170, we can assume then that the momentum to the bottom can continue. Amazon, always a favorite amongst overseas investors, very important. My Williams percentage has turned around for downside without being overbought. That is seen as negative. For 2 consecutive weeks, my share has fought the 40-week moving average. It's kept it at a resistance for now. Remember, that last candle will only be finished by Friday's close. Should that level of the 40-week moving average waiting at $105.97 remain a resistance, we can assume that the long-term sentiment towards Amazon is still negative. A strong resistance that also has to be overcome is waiting at $114. Above $114, this can become a possible beautiful cup and handle formation that can take the share a lot higher. Optimism around that cup and handle will be off the table when that strong support waiting at $88.12 changes into a resistance again. But at the moment, I think that 40-week moving average is the strong enemy that Amazon has to overcome, and that is waiting about at $105.97. That level needs to change into a support, and then obviously that resistance of $114 in order to sustain the momentum to the top. From Frans and myself, we would just want to thank every single viewer for their support and questions throughout the years. We feel honored to have been able to serve the Business Day TV community of South Africa for such a long time. And we really hope that technical analysis have allowed you to become better investors in your portfolio. All the blessings, take care, and we hope to hear from you soon.